Parliament winter session begins. SIR BLO suicides in opposition's arsenal. The winter session of Parliament began on Monday with the government outlining an extensive legislative agenda, including the tabling of 14 bills. The opposition has demanded debates on multiple issues, especially the special intensive revision of electoral rolls, suicides of several booth-level officers, and national security concerns following the recent Delhi blast. Mumbai enforces strictest pollution control restrictions. Tough restrictions under the Greater Response Action Plan have come into force in parts of Mumbai amid rising air pollution in the country's financial capital. Mumbai has now joined Delhi on the list of cities with toxic air and grabbed curbs to check spiraling pollution levels. Civic authorities in Mumbai have started enforcing restrictions under GRAP 4 after the air quality in several areas crossed the very poor and severe thresholds. These areas include Mazgaon, Deonar, Malad, Borivali East, Chakala Andheri East, Navinagar, Powai and Mulund. At least 11 dead, over 50 injured after government buses collide in Tamil Nadu's Sivaganga. At least 11 people were killed and over 20 injured after two government buses collided on the Thirupathur Karaikudi main road in Sivaganga district on Sunday. According to an official release, all 11 persons, 9 women, 2 men, were killed on the spot. The injured have been taken to Karaikudi and Thirupathur, Sivaganga Government Medical College Hospital for treatment. Massive blaze at Tuwe dumping ground sparks toxic pollution. Panchayat demands action against illegal dumpers. A massive fire at Tuwe dumping ground triggered dangerously high pollution levels, drawing immediate response from Sarpanch Anita Salgaonkar, Panch member Anand Salgaonkar, pollution control officials and the fire brigade. Local leaders are demanding strict actions against those responsible for illegally dumping unused materials, calling on police and linked authorities to identify and penalize the culprits. Pedestrian fatalities jumped to 44% in Goa as traffic enforcement weakens. Goa has recorded a sharp 44% surge in pedestrian fatalities this year, with 49 people killed on the roads till October, up from 34 during the same period last year. October alone saw a 33% jump in deaths as 4 pedestrians were killed compared to 3 in October 2024, raising fresh concerns over declining traffic enforcement and pedestrian safety across the state. All Gram Sabhas cancelled as MCC kicks in ahead of ZP polls. With the Model Code of Conduct now in force, following the announcement of Zilla Panchayat elections for December 20th, all Gram Sabhas across Goa have been cancelled and will resume only after December 22nd, when the code is expected to be lifted. One of the first affected was the Gram Sabha schedule at Anjuna Village Panchayat on November 30th, which was called off in full compliance with the Model Code of Conduct. NIA raids 8 Kashmir sites in white-collar terror module linked to Red Fort blast. The National Investigation Agency today raided multiple sites across Kashmir, including in Pulwama, Shopian and Kulgam, as part of its crackdown on white-collar terror module tied to the car blast near Red Fort in Delhi. The agency searched homes of suspected recruiters and conspirators, seeking evidence linked to the explosion that left over a dozen dead. Government to replace GST cess with new excise and cess on tobacco and pan masala. The government will introduce 2 bills in Lok Sabha today proposing fresh levies on tobacco and pan masala. Under the Central Excise Bill 2025, existing GST compensation cess will cease. Tobacco and related products will face excise duty going forward. Meanwhile, the Health Security National Security Cess Bill 2025 will impose a new cess on the manufacture of pan masala, specifically tied to production capacity. The move aims to keep the tax burden high on sin goods even after the cesses phase out. Scooter rider dies as car rams stationary bike in Mormugao. A 55-year-old man died after a rash driving crash in Rumdawada, Mormugao on Saturday. The accused 20-year-old Sri Kushnan Bandekar allegedly drove his Hyundai i10 recklessly from Sada towards Vasco and rammed a stationary scooter. The scooter rider, Malinath Gaudar, was rushed to SDH Chikalam but died en route. Police have filed charges under BNS sections 281 and 106. Southeast Asia reels as floods leave over 1,000 dead. Recovery operations are underway after devastating floods and landslides hit Indonesia, Sri Lanka and Thailand, where the death toll now exceeds 1,000. In Indonesia alone, at least 469 people died and 474 remain missing as swollen waters displaced nearly 291,000 residents. Relief efforts include airdrop supplies, sheltering of displaced families and deployment of military and rescue teams.